Hi, I'm Owen from Van Twicken Lifestyle. I'm on top of my Echo to show you something. A Wilson WeBoost that we've had for maybe 4 years now. One of the coolest stickers we saw many years ago was an old guy that had a sticker on the side of his RV that said, if you have a cell phone signal, then you haven't gone far enough. For us, I think those days are over. We always feel better when we're connected, and I bet you do too. So I thought I would show you both what's on our roof, what's not on our roof, and how we stay connected when we're traveling. So first, what's not on our roof? Well, Starlink. One of the coolest things we've done in a few years is go watch one of the Starlink satellites get launched off from Florida. That was one of our most fun things that we got up to go do, but we've yet to purchase Starlink. Why? Well, if you look around where we are right now, we're in the middle of the woods. We like to camp in the middle of the woods, and so it makes it a challenge for Starlink to work. There's also another reason. You see, if we could use it at home and on the road, then maybe it would be something we could justify. But since we have a solution that seems to work almost all the time for us, we've kind of put off jumping on the Starlink bandwagon. We know lots of folks who have, and they're really, really happy, and I'm sure we would be too. But we pay for really fast internet when we're home, and paying for something else while we're on the road on top of the two things that we already have, well, that's just not something we're comfortable doing right now. So if we don't use Starlink, how do we stay connected? Well, Lynn and I traveled for the longest time with just Verizon on our iPhones. I mean, even back to the days when we had iPhone 8s, we had nothing but Verizon. We would travel, we would put them in hotspot mode, and we would use whatever data we had, and then we would live without whenever we got low. But these days, things are changing. We now have iPhone 13 Pros. They come with unlimited data from Verizon, and it's pretty fast 5G data. So we just use the hotspot on that for one of our sources. Now, even though our phones have unlimited data, they don't have unlimited hotspot data, so we'll burn through that pretty quickly. On top of that, we also have this. This is a 5G T-Mobile hotspot from the Calyx Institute. We pay $175 every 3 months for a completely unlimited plan with that hotspot. So if we get somewhere and there's T-Mobile service, well, we can stream anything we want to and be happy about it. Now, is it as fast as Verizon? Well, it depends. I think a couple videos ago, we actually reached out and told you guys that there were many times we had 0 bars on Verizon and looked at T-Mobile and it had 3 or 4. There have been other times whenever we've gotten somewhere and there's been 0 on T-Mobile and 3 or 4 full speed on Verizon. So it really depends. So what's the Calyx Institute? Well, it's a nonprofit organization that focuses on keeping privacy in place for those of us like, well, us, as we travel. One of the benefits is you can purchase a hotspot and pay a quarterly fee that will allow you to use that hotspot for unlimited data. And it's a pretty good plan, and it's a pretty good situation, or has been for us. Now, there are a few downsides to it. You're always deprioritized when you get to a very, very congested area. But to be totally honest, Lynn and I very seldom have noticed that. And sometimes the speeds just aren't what you could possibly get if you had a T-Mobile phone. But for us, they're usually fast enough. So I'm going to connect up to the T-Mobile hotspot and see how the speed inside compares to the speed outside with Verizon. So 20.6 and 3.4, 20.6 down and 3.4 up. That's very livable, and it's something that we could stream Netflix and Hulu and watch YouTube and do those kind of things that we like to do when we want to be just, well, quite frankly, just living in our RV the same as we live at home. But remember what I showed you on the roof? We have that Wilson 4G WeBoost, and sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. Now, the WeBoost is really just a repeater that tries to make the signal faster and more reliable. So inside, I have the antenna mounted inside of one of these cabinets. And let me show you that. Now, thanks to James from the Fit RV, I have my WeBoost mounted inside of this passenger side compartment, and we're just using the antenna wire that comes in from what used to be the King antenna on the back of the RV. So the antenna that boosts the signal inside is right here. So why is that important? Well, it's important because I can put the hotspot right here beside of that antenna, and then we can connect to that, and it can get sometimes a better signal. Let's see if being in here helps that signal any at all. Well, just like usual, you just never know what's going to happen whenever you use the WeBoost. It's a little slower on the download speeds, but it has almost 4 times as fast as the upload speed without it. So, why does that matter to us? Well, because we have a smart coach. We have everything in this Echo connected to that hotspot, including our TV. So when we turn it on, it's automatically connected to that. And we can expect to be able to just watch TV using Netflix and Hulu and Amazon and other things, just like we were at home on Wi-Fi there. And as long as we have a decent signal, it works perfectly. The other thing that's connected to the Wi-Fi is this temperature monitor from GoVee. It shows right now it's 82, so I need to finish this video and turn the air back on. But if this reaches 86 degrees and we're not in the coach, then it'll send me an email and tell me that something's wrong. That happened today when we were out hiking, but we had Maggie with us. And that's really cool because as long as we leave the hotspot connected and as long as he has the signal, then the coach can communicate with us and tell us what's going on inside of there with the temperature. And we think that's really, really cool and it's extremely helpful. So do we need the T-Mobile hotspot? No. But if we don't have it and we travel for more than 2 or 3 weeks a month, we're going to run out of data eventually on our Verizon phones. So we find that it helps a great deal. Do we need the WeBoost on top? No. But there are times like right here, we can watch TV at night without buffering or anything else because that WeBoost has a really, really good signal. Folks ask us all the time, how do you stay connected? You guys have to be connected to run your YouTube business, and the truth is we do. And I don't foresee a time in the future where we don't have to be connected, and to be quite honest, we like it. It helps us to be able to book the next campsite, to stay in touch with grandchildren, to monitor what's going on when we have to leave Maggie inside the coach. And it just makes us feel more like we're at home. Watching ball games, being able to do those kind of things. Well, they're all things that really make a difference. I hope that helps. It's just a short little video for those of you that have asked us how we stay connected. That's how. Now, I'll put a link to the Calyx Institute in the description below. We don't make anything if you join, but if you're looking for a solution, after using it now for 2 years, Lynn and I can tell you for sure that it works. And it's been a very economical way to have completely unlimited data while we've been on the road. And I'm going to turn the AC back on, go outside and enjoy this very remote campsite up on top of a mountain with cell phone connectivity. Thanks for being part of our journey. Happy Tails. Not as graceful as she is.